Hello guys, Dumelang. Hi everyone. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Kilagolo Promise Rampa, and this is Relocate to Australia with Promise, your number one DIY relocation platform. So if you are looking to relocate to Australia or anywhere else in this world and you do not know where to start and what to do, guess what? You are on the right channel. You're on the right platform. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Guys, I am back. It's a Friday. I didn't even think I was going to do this video today. But there's something liberating and good about bathing. I had a bath instead of a shower. No, actually, guys, I don't like baths, hey? I think I realized that I don't like baths. Like, I had a plan to sit in there longer than I did. And then I wanted to read a book, and the book was not good. And then I just felt like, why am I wasting my time? And I just got out. Like, I was like, okay, let me bath quickly and then just get out. And then, yeah, afterwards, I sat down a little bit to read. And then I was just like, you need to do this. And I told myself, I was like, this year, consistency one-ish. No, besides that, like, I just told myself that my YouTube space, I want to work so hard on this space because, guys, it is because of you that I am here doing what I am doing, the relocation work that I'm going to be doing, as well as the recruitment work that I'm going to be doing. So I cannot disappoint you. If you're going to be expecting me on a Friday, on a Monday, and a Wednesday, I should show up. So I just said to myself, wait, na ilo working. So yeah, guys, I am here and we're doing this. I had a lot of ideas about what to talk about today, ne? I wanted to also continue on the conversation about LinkedIn and the importance of having like a LinkedIn account and all of that. But also I realized a lot of people didn't watch that video. I don't mind, it's okay. I think it's going to be one of those videos that I will be putting in links for people to go back to and refer to. But I want to work a lot more on that as well. So I think I'm still going to come back with more LinkedIn content and things that we're going to be doing on LinkedIn, but that's going to be on a later stage. I'm still also wrapping my head around the LinkedIn space and how it works, but I think as a recruiter, it's one of the places where I'm going to be playing a lot. So I am going to be doing a lot of LinkedIn work and I'm going to be bringing you guys along that journey. Guys, today hit another milestone. I opened the business's bank account because I wanted to do that earlier this week, like after I registered the company. But when I went there, the day that I went, they did not have the capacity to open the bank account for me. So we had an appointment for today, Friday. But I've got a very good relationship with the bank. So they opened it in the background. Literally over the phone, they opened it. And then today, I think it was this morning when I woke up. Or was it just yesterday or this morning? I went into my banking app and I saw these two new accounts and I was like, oh, okay, no, let me not lie. I saw one. And then when I went to the bank, they told me that they opened also like a saver account. I was like, oh, thank you. But yeah, this bank, we've got a great relationship. They understand my needs and they know my needs way before I can even tell them what my needs are. So I'm like, love you to bits. So yeah, literally the appointment was, I got there at 9:30. I just went there to just sign the documents to say the account has been opened and that's it. I was there for less than 10 minutes and I was like, see why I love you guys. Love you two bits. But anyway, yeah, so the bank account is up. I'm very excited about that. Also working on the CRM system that I'm going to be using, as well as deciding which platform to use to do my website. But yeah, it's those little things that I'm going to continue working on. But hey guys, the build up is a lot of work. However, it is work that needs to be done and I'm very excited about it. I've been having a lot of conversations with people about, migrating and, getting visas, as well as the job market this side, good and bad. Today I had a conversation. It broke my heart. But it broke my heart and it made me angry at the same time, ne? And I'll explain to you why. One of the things that we do when we relocate, we get so excited that we overlook certain things, especially when these companies send us contracts, ne? And I want to talk about this, but we're going to be going in depth with it some other time, where we'll look at the importance of knowing what is in your contract, especially as an immigrant, because a lot of immigrants have been burnt. This is not the first time I'm hearing a story like this, and I think I just remembered, this is why this platform is very important, and this is why it is very, very, very important to also create a community for immigrants out there who will be able to then ask these questions to say, guys, is this normal? Is this okay? One of the mistakes that we do when we get these contracts to say, oh yeah, you've secured a job, yeah, all is well, you can come to Australia. We get very excited, and you're naive, anxious, excited, like you've got all these big emotions happening. So sometimes sitting down to read your contract and understand it is not something that you do. I understand. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I think in the services that I'm going to be offering people, I'm also going to offer the ability to go through your contract. Maybe it's going to be a paid service or something like that, where once you get that job, we're going to sit down and we're going to be discussing your contract and say, okay, this looks good. Here, this is where the problem might be. Here's what happened. This lady secured the job. Fine, no problem, sign the contract. Obviously, you don't think or anything bad is going to happen. And a lot of people, when we relocate, we don't think that anything bad is going to happen. You don't wish for anything bad to happen. And you also, I don't know, and that's why I did a video where I said, you have to have plan B. Just in plan B, plan C, plan D, until plan Z when you're relocating, because anything can happen. You don't know the work environments that you're going to be going into. You don't know the people that you're going to be meeting. And sometimes I know people don't want to have this discussion. As a Black person, you're going to have it hard in these first world countries. It is the way it is. And sometimes you get into workspaces, and because of your skin color, it don't go well. And I know people will be like, oh, you can tell. When it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you are competent and can do your job. And this is definitely about who I am and where I come from. So that's why I want us to create that community, guys. I want us to create a very strong and solid community where we can support each other. I'm not saying that then we're saying that, no, we're not going to be talking to white people, we're not going to be engaging with white people. But the problems that we have as Black people, sometimes in these first world countries, nobody else can truly understand them. And sometimes they gaslight you into thinking, oh, this is not real, this is not happening. It is. It is happening. So anyway, this lady relocates with her partner, come to Australia, fine, gets the job, but the environment, the things that she was telling me were happening, I'm like, this guys, come on. Wabo. And then they fired her. Fine, she gets fired. And then now it's like you're dealing with this whole thing of now you're fired. You're on a sponsored visa, mind you. So when you're on a sponsored visa, the minute they fire you, it means that you are at risk of now having to go back to your home country, right? So fine, here she is now having to figure out, what am I going to do? You're stressed about your visa situation. You're stressed about the fact that you lost your job. Your confidence is down. Or thinking everything is just going south. Guess what? There's a clause in her contract that says, now that we have fired you, we think that you should pay us back the money that we sponsored you. I'm like, hi, man. I think it is one thing that I also want to investigate also for myself, because I don't know why I believe I need to seek legal advice with this so that I'm able to also educate you guys, and we know, because if you know, if you know better, you do better, right? So I don't know why I believe that it is two ways. Name, if you are hired and you're sponsored, I get your sponsor has to all the cost involved with your sponsorship. The cost goes to them. They pay for everything. So this is everything relocation related, meaning your visa, your flights, and sometimes they will like negotiate where they'll give you like your 1 month or 2 month rent, and sometimes they'll even give you a car. It depends on which company you're going to be engaging with and what kind of a package they have. Some companies will say, okay, our budget for you, whether you're a family of 5, 10, or it's just only you, it is 10,000. And then you get some companies who are like, no, our sponsorship packages vary. If it is just only you, it'll be 5,000. If it is you and a partner, it is double. If it is you and a partner and kids, it's up to maybe 20,000, because they understand that we have different sizes of families. Also, that's why with the work that I'm going to be doing, I want to look at these things. I want to be able to advise companies about the different dynamics that we also face as immigrants and what would make an immigrant's transition into a new country better. Because I feel like if you can establish good and solid, loyal, good foundation, like a good foundation with the person that you are employing and your employer, I feel like people stay longer in those jobs, because one of this thing, you have this thing in you where you're like, no, these people changed my life in a way. I'm not saying that you're stuck there and you owe them that, but it's just that little thing that makes a difference, Anyway, what I wanted to tell you guys, what I wanted to explain to you guys was this. So now there's that clause in there that says that now they just put it in, they word it in a way where they said, however the employment is terminated, whether it is a decision by the employer or the employee, they have to pay back the money of the sponsorship, right? But I don't know why I've got this belief, and I have this in me to believe that if they fired you, you're not supposed to pay them back. But if you had then left and resigned, and I think it might be something in the migration laws. I don't know. Like, anybody who knows, can you please comment down below and let me know? But I think I want to investigate it and know, because I want to be that person when you ask a question. I want to know. I want to know for myself, and I think it will be very, very important to know, because then when we're going to be sitting down to look at those contracts and we find that clause in your contract, we are going to go and renegotiate. Because you can always negotiate and discuss things in your contract, things that you're not comfortable with and things that you're not happy with. So I'm thinking it is one of those things that we should always be mindful of and look at when we are doing this relocation process, because it might come back to bite you in the boop. And you don't want that to happen. You do not want that to happen. It is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Imagine now you've lost your job and they're expecting you to still, like, make that make sense. Where are you going to get that money? Where are you going to get that money? But they don't care. They do not care. They just want their money back. So yeah, guys, like, it broke my heart. Like, it broke my heart, and then it made me angry. I was like, do this to my sister. But it's these things, when these kind of things happen, that's how we learn sometimes. And some lessons come the hard way. It is what it is. But you know what? I don't want this to happen to the next person. And that's why I am here. And that's why I am doing this. And I'm informing you guys so that you guys know. Luena, when you come here and you get a contract, don't just be excited to sign the contract within a day or two. No. Sit down with it. It will save you. It will save you a lot of stress and a lot of money down the line if you can get that through somebody who's going to be qualified and who's also going to know, when we're reading this contract, have somebody read your contract. Have somebody read your contract. And even if you have to pay a little bit for that, I would advise you to do that. Read the contract and discuss it with the person. You might be lazy to read the contract. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, we do that sometimes. It's too much waiting and all of that. You don't even know where to look for the issues. Sometimes just give it to a lawyer. Somebody who'll be like, I'm worried about here and there. And then you can go and discuss it with your employer. But you know that you would have done your due diligence and you would have at least tried to help yourself before you get into trouble. But yeah, anyway, I didn't even know that. I can't believe I spent so much time talking about that, because what I've come to talk about today And I think it probably still forms part of my topic today, because what I'm looking at today is the painful truth of being an immigrant. The process of immigration. The whole process is painful. Like, just trying to get into the country, the money that you're going to be spending, applying for visas. It is painful. It is a painful process. But there are many rewards that come with it. And that's why it is important for you to just persevere, make the right choices, be informed with what you're doing, and make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. Know what you're getting yourself into, guys. Like, when I'm doing this, I see something. Anyway, guys, you need to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. You need to, as I always say, have plan A, plan B. I gotta keep the original plan B, plan C, plan until Z. All the possible things that could go wrong, think about them and try and at least prepare yourself for, okay, if this happens, then what do I do? Now looking back with me in my life now, currently in my situation, I wish I did that, because I didn't think I would be an immigrant here, a single mom, in this kind of a situation that I'm in right now. And I never thought, hey, Mara, no, let me tell the truth. There was a day I knew. But you dismiss it, hey? You just like, no, this cannot be me. And then life leads you there, and you are there now, and you're like, Joe. And you're like, why? Oh. But if you don't have a plan B, it's fine. You can always wake up the following day and try again and have another plan and try again and try again and try again. One thing I love about this country is that it is easy if you put in the work to get up. It is easy. Like, it's doable. It's not easy. It's doable. It's difficult. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie to you guys and say it's easy. It is difficult, but you can. It is the land of milk and honey. It is the land of milk and honey here. You can. So anyway, the painful truths of being an immigrant living in Australia. Some of the pointers here that I have is, number one, guys, you grieve. When you come to this country, I think the first few years, you grieve your previous life. You grieve who you were. Because I'm telling you, the minute you get on that plane and you land here, the person that you were, that you left at OR Tambo or whatever airport that you would have been at, you left that person there. It is a different person. Like, it is a whole different person to the person that got on the plane and the person that will be landing in Australia. And sometimes you're in denial of it, because it's just like, oh, I'm still the same. I still like doing what I like doing now. When you get here, you become a whole new person. You start to learn things about yourself that you didn't even think you were going to learn. You're going to get into spaces you never even thought you'd be that person to get into those spaces. But it is necessary. It is growth, it is development. It is what it is. It is life. It is the transition that comes with just being a human being. But it is very, very important for you to grieve that as you welcome the new person that you are. Embrace the new person that you're going to be, and be easy on yourself as well. Sometimes people also struggle with being able to, detach themselves with who they were. And that is going to hold you back. There are a lot of people that still come into this new environment, this new country, with old habits and old bad things that they used to do there in their country. They're coming to do them in the new country. Why? It's just like, I'll tell you an example. Let me be careful. Let me think. So, when I was back in South Africa has a very strong party culture. Nguruvu, mujaivo. I always explain to people that in South Africa, I explain to Australians think they party. Australians think they drink alcohol. I'm like, have you been to South Africa? Do you know South Africans? In South Africa, let me tell you what we do. I'm going to start on a Monday. Monday is Mogodu Monday. And they're like, what is Mokhodu Monday? I credit they are white people or Australians or people from whatever country in Australia. So they don't know what Mokhodu is. So I'm like, Mokhodu is the intestine of the cow. We eat it. So we just have an excuse on Monday. It is Mokhodu Monday. When you come back from work, you go somewhere where sometimes they don't even cook that Mokhodu. There's no Mokhodu there, but drinking will occur. Right? Drinking, music, banyana, bashimane, Mokhodu is the order of the day. That is Monday. Tuesday, get day off. And I don't even know how that happened, but Tuesday, get day off. Wednesday, get day off. I get, unless you've got like friends and all of that and you're doing it privately. Thursday is Puza Thursday. Friday, Puza Thursday is drink Thursday, like thirsty Thursday, you know? So, or ladies' night. Thursday is ladies' night. Nearly ladies' night, they go chisampama. It used to be ladies' night, go chisampama. And the ladies used to end up in people's households. They used to end up in people's households when their wives were not there. From Chisampama, they would be picked up. Yeah, Thursday. I remember them very well. Ladies' night, Thursday. Friday is normal Friday. Going to party on a Friday. Anyway, it's a Friday night. After work, drinks, yada, yada, yada. Saturday is a Saturday night. You are partying again. Sunday is Soul Session Sundays. So in South Africa, 5 days out of 7, we are drinking, we are eating, we are partying, we listening. Rene stress. You can't tell me there's something influencing all of this because what the hell? And then, I think maybe that's the thing. Our weekend, like we're doing it the other way around. Instead of partying the 2 days, like the weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, or maybe let's say Friday and Saturday, we have decided to do 5 out of 7. And then but the reverse is 2 days, which is Tuesday and Wednesday, like a weekend. It is our days to not then drink. But then I guess if you drink in that 5 days, what's going to stop you from drinking those other 2 days at home? Anyway, what I'm trying to explain is that when you then come into, when you then leave South Africa and you come to Australia, leave those habits there. Leave them alone. I met a lot of South Africans who wanted to continue that. So they will group themselves and be like a whole South African community. It's good because then you're going to be connecting with your people and all of that. But I stopped engaging in those kind of cohorts and those kind of situations where people gather like that because I realized, you have taken all those behaviors that we left behind. You are bringing them here. And you want me to engage. No, I will not. I will not. There was a time where I put my foot down because we were being invited every weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are going to this woman's house to do what? Because people are coming in. Because it's a choice she made where she wanted people to come there to her house to drink. Lena, I must participate. And then the thing is, they do it then at this one South African's house, and then the following week they want to do it at somebody else's house. Like now you have to rotate so that you can manage the cost of it all. And then now you want to do it at my house. I was like, I remember that period very well. And I was like, And I always advise people where I say, when you come into this country, make choices, make decisions. If there are things that were holding you back where you were coming from, leave them. Leave them there. Come start afresh. Nobody knows you here. Nobody knows the behaviors you have. So you can absolutely reinvent yourself at any point in time. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares about you. Who are you? They don't know you. The only people that know you are the people that you work with. Probably your neighbors. The one who lives next door. Chances are the other ones don't even know you. Chances are your neighbors don't even know you. So you have an opportunity to reinvent yourself. Choose better. Make better decisions. So yeah, anyway, grieve that. Grieve all the things that... Grieve all the things that have been holding you back. Grieve that old life. Grieve that old person that you were as you embrace the new person that you are going to be. And be a better person too. That is number 1. Number 2, guys, The painful reality of being an immigrant. Be sure, know that you're going to miss the birthdays. You're going to miss the funerals. You're going to miss the milestones. You're going to miss graduations. You're going to miss family functions. This and that. You are going to miss those. And it is absolutely okay. You know why? You are not the priest. You're not there to officiate the ceremony. It's fine. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. You can always contribute in ways that you can contribute. You can always get the pictures. You can always Zoom call. You could Skype. You could WhatsApp call. You could FaceTime certain parts of those things just to be part of it. There is always a way. There's a will, there's a way. I had a neighbor of mine a couple of years ago. Her son was getting married, I think, in the US because her partner was from the US. So she asked me to help her with recording a video message so that she can send it to them for it to be played during the wedding. See? There's a will, there is a way. So accept that. Accept that it is what's going to happen. It is the way it is. It is just the way it is. Accept it. Point number 3, according to my notes. Sometimes, you get caught between the two worlds. It goes back to my first point of grieving your old self and coming into your new self. Ne? Sometimes you're caught in between two worlds where you're still holding on to all the teachings and all the things that you know from Kwa. But now you're in a new place. You're in a new place and I understand. You're not understanding. Like things are just not gelling. And the thing with that, it's going to hinder your progress and your ability to settle in this country. It's fine. You can always hold on to who you are. Home is home. Home will always be home. Home will never change. Where you come from is where you come from. And you cannot delete that or erase that or lie about it. It is the truth. It is a fact. It is who you are. It is where you come from. It is what it is, right? But when you come into a new place and now you've moved to a new space in life, you need to embrace that. You need to come into the realization that this is where I'm at right now. This is where I'm at right now, and this is what is happening. One of the things that also we do as immigrants is this thing of the price conversion. Where you always look at the value of something according to how much it would have been back in your country. I'll give you an example with myself, guys. Ne? When I arrived in Australia, I love grapes. Love grapes. When I arrived in Australia, first time I saw grapes and wanted to buy them, they were $10 a packet. $10 is about 100 rands. I remember in South Africa, packet of the grapes is 10 rand. 10 rands. 10 rands. It's what I spent months not eating grapes, not touching grapes, not wanting to look at grapes because I was like, there is no way I'm going to be eating grapes. It's 100 rand. I never. See? Caught in between two worlds. And now it's fine. Grapes are grapes, I eat them. I wait for them when they are like on sale. The price has gone down because I still negotiated with myself. Even till this day, I still negotiated with myself to say, you guys, we can't. So it's things like that, still holding on to the things and then you comparing them with the things that are now current and happening here. It's going to break your heart. All you're just doing is just breaking your heart. Release that. Leave that alone. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Okay? Release it. All right? Oh yeah. Number 4. I like this one because black taxi, guys. So what I have here is the financial pressures of supporting family overseas while trying to build a stable life locally. Guys, it is the reality. It is the reality of many people. It is my reality as well. I still support family back home. A lot of people still support family back home. It's our duty. It's what we came for. Molofating. And I know there are some people who have families that release them from that, who tell them, don't let us be your burden. You know, there are some people who come there's some people who come from families that are okay. They don't need you to do any of that, right? But there are some families and there are some people who come from families that do not have that luxury. So you cannot tell me that Wena, you're going to be now good, Jojo, or right, or sharp, and you've got the ability to help at home, but you don't. Aye, come on, be humane. Aye, suka. If you're not doing it, I'm making you feel guilty right now. Sis. Guys, help. Help your people. Help your family. And you might not get the thank you that you feel you deserve. It is absolutely okay. You don't even need to hear it. As long as when you sleep at night, knowing that you did what you needed to do. And that's it. I've learned many lessons. And I realized that, when you give, it is never enough. People always expect you to always continue giving and giving and giving. And then when it is your turn, it is never your turn. Let's start there. It is never your turn. Ever. Forget about it. It will never be your turn. And it is absolutely okay as well. I always believe that God positions you where he needs you to be. And God will give you the capability, the capacity, and the qualities to remain there. It is not by mistake. God chooses you for a reason. Because God knows you have the heart to do it. Ne? So don't think of it as a burden or but they are slowing me down. I always believe, you see how they always say the hand that gives is the hand that receives. True. I believe in that. You might not receive in the way that you think you want to receive or you think you deserve to receive, but I'm telling you, there will always be favor in your life because you're a giver. So please, as much as you can, don't stretch yourself though. Don't stretch yourself. Do not stretch yourself. Don't compromise yourself. Still put yourself first. Even when you're doing that, still put yourself first. Make sure that you are taken care of. And then whatever that is extra, it'll be part of your budget. Whatever that is extra, put it in your budget and then, give as you feel you need to give. But yeah, it is the painful reality of being an immigrant living abroad. My other point, oh shame. This other point looks at the loneliness. The loneliness that occurs being an immigrant living abroad. And that is why it is very important for you to create a community, to have people that you talk to, be out there, join a yoga class, walking class, running class, something. Do something. Find your people, find your kind, make friends at work, be out there, don't isolate yourself. Do not isolate yourself. Join church if you have to. Sometimes church is a good place for you to then connect with people, Find a community. Don't allow the loneliness to creep in. Have I ever been lonely? I don't know. I don't know if I don't know, hey. I don't know because I think Bekile occupied. I had a lot going on. I had no time to be lonely. I was very occupied. I had no time to be lonely. And even afterwards now that I'm single and all of that, I don't feel lonely either. Guys, I don't feel lonely. Guys, I'm single and I'm not lonely. I don't know, I don't know. I thought they said when you're single, you're lonely. I don't think that is entirely true. I think I'm not lonely because I've got a lot of love in my life. And I think I'm enjoying, guys. And I feel like it's going to be too addictive. I must stop it. I am single, but there are people that think they're in relationships with me. People, but I'm not. Now I'm single. Well, I'm very much married legally, but very single. But anyway, Yeah, like there are people that experience loneliness. A lot of people actually complain about being lonely in Australia because Australia is very far away from everybody. So even when you miss home, it is very far. Unless you live in New Zealand, like your home is in New Zealand or Papua New Guinea or somewhere around the islands, ne? It's a quick trip home. But if you come from South Africa, Canada, America, and Brazil, you are far away from home. So a lot of people experience loneliness because of that. So create your family, create your people, find your people, be out there, do stuff, fill your day with activities, with things to do so that you fight the loneliness. Because sometimes you might just fall trap and be one of those people who gonna be lonely. Don't do that. Don't allow that to happen to you. Okay. The other point. Oh, shame. This one hit home a little bit because it talks about, when I wrote down this point, I was thinking about, that loss of culture and tradition, especially when you're raising your children in a first world country, and you remember the childhood that you had, um, the importance of the village, and identity building, because now your children grow up to be Australians. Like my children are, I always say you're African Australians, but they are more Australian than African. They are African because they will forever just be African. But mannerism, things they do, decisions they make, the way they navigate life in jail, very, very much Australian. Again, the environment shapes you. So can't fight it. But I think I think I wanna challenge myself to one. I told myself that I want to go home as often as possible with my children so that they can always reconnect with their roots and who they are so that they never forget. But I also want them to be involved in a lot of customs and things that we do at home when we get home so that they know. I remember this one time when we went back to South Africa and then we had to slaughter an animal. Tulo was so upset because she had made friends with the sheep and the sheep needed to be slaughtered. And for a little bit, she was like, yo, she cried. She cried that the sheep was slaughtered. And then she was like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And then she ate the meat and she was like, actually, this meat is nice. I'm sorry, but the meat is nice. And like, I didn't think she was going to eat the meat because she was very, very upset, but she ended up eating it. I was like, because you're African. We know you're African. So yeah, there'll always be that loss. There'll always be that loss. So if you're a parent or if you're looking to be a parent and you're going to be relocating, just know that it is going to be your reality. It is the way it is. But always remember that you do have that option, and that if you are capable of doing it, to still keep your traditions and still keep your ways, where you can also still teach them to your children, because they'll still learn from you. They'll still pick up things from you. So still keep them, engaged in your culture. And yeah, education, guys. You can always educate them on how things are done. Watch videos. Now everything is online. Like you can always watch videos and engage in material that is of your culture. Okay. Let me see if I've got everything. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I did not know how to do this one, but I find that a lot of immigrants have this pressure to succeed because they feel like I need to go back and show them more. And it's normal. I think it's a normal human reaction. I think it's a normal way of life for human beings. It's just like if I was from the village. If I'm from like Siabuswa, Kobokwane, Maranagubuswa, right? Komatlapang Kwalets. And I move to Johannesburg, or I go to Johannesburg for better opportunities and all of that. When I come back to Siabusa, I have to show that I did come back. Again. And God need I came back with the better, with God need you can see what the better opportunities were there because I'm living proof of it. It is pressure. It is pressure because sometimes it doesn't work out like that. Then not every immigrant is going to immigrate, and there are immigration story is going to be a beautiful one. You know, this is life. Life happens, and you can never predict. You can never predict. Yes, you come to Australia, you relocate because you want better, you want a better life, but that is very subjective because it is up to you to decide what is that better life. What does it look like? What are the parameters? Like, what is the benchmark? Or I'm successful, it's better, it's good. Because what I might describe as this is better, it's good, it might not be better and good for the next person. But people still pressure themselves. They still pressure themselves because they're so worried about what other people think about them and what they should be perceived as. Release yourself from that demon. Release yourself from that satanic mentality and ideology. Release yourself. You're not here to impress anyone. You're not a clown. You're not here to perform for anyone. Okay? Just do what you can do it best, and enjoy your life. That's what I'm going to say. When you relocate, it is about you. Make it about you. Be selfish with that decision. It is about you and nobody else and nothing else. It is about you, your family, your lineage, your children. After, it is about you. So you need to take care of yourself, and you need to make sure that you are good, and you, whatever your definition of success is, whatever your oh, whatever your it's all good. The message from a very good friend. Whatever your make it ring. Hey, yeah, whatever when I ring is success. Whatever that you say, this is me succeeding, this is me good, this is the life that I want to live, and it is good. Be good with it. Don't compare yourself to the next person, and don't it's not about any, don't stress about the other people. Don't worry about them, because that's what's going to steal your joy, and you're not going to even enjoy this experience because you're busy worried that you need to succeed. You need to make sure that you bought this, you've got that, I'm driving this car, I'm doing that, I'm now shopping at Gucci. Guys, it's unnecessary. You don't have to. Ne? So yeah, those are some of the painful truths that I could think of. Being an immigrant, relocating abroad, living in Australia, those are some of the things that I've experienced, some of the things that I've seen other people experience, and you might also experience them. But if you know, you might navigate it better. Okay? So guys, I think I'm going to leave it there for today, and I will see you again on Monday. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for the love and the support. I really, really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next upload. Bye-bye.